Boom, boom. Welcome back to the channel. This is Kenner coming at you from the corner, everybody. Got Azur Lane up for you, and the impossible has happened. Something the greatest thing ever in Azur Lane has taken place. And let me show you what it is. You go into the shop, go into munitions, and go into the core store. No, Merit store. It's in the core store. Right there it is, the West Virginia, USS West Virginia. If you can't tell from my hick tone that I have, I am actually from West Virginia. So I was very impressed when I went into the core shop today and saw West Virginia that I had to pick her up. So I got West Virginia, and also picked up a high explosive shell, which we of course put on that little beauty there on the screen, which is Monarch. I've got her doubled up on high explosive shells here for her going into 10. I started 10 this morning. As you know, the event stage is cleared. The shop's still open, but the actual event has cleared. They do have a new event up. They have this blessing, but it's just basically when you log in. So I'll log in for the next 4 days, and then you'll get some bullets. So, but yeah, so today if you log in, you'll get Hood, which is nice. I already had her fully limit broke, so I went ahead and retired her. But yeah, so but yeah, the actual event is closed. So there's nothing you can just see the missions tab and the event's gone. So the Hibiscus Idol, if you want to get the special suit for Saratoga, that's up the special outfit. But the event's gone. So the shop is still open. Just go in the shop, go into munitions, and you'll see the shop right here still open if you want to get any. I managed to purchase another Bremerton last night, and then I used up a full things to buy some to get the PBY. I got this. You get this for a Cooper. If she has a PBY, she does. One of her skill requires a PBY to activate, and she doesn't have a PBY automatically equipped, and you're not going to find one in your gear. The only place to get it was from the shop. So if you're going to use Cooper, and I am probably going to because she's a subship, one of the best destroyer in the game, sub destroyer in the game right now. So definitely want to pick that up. So it's cheap. So go ahead and grab that PBY. But yeah, so I got a couple of ships that today here. There's a new pull up, a build up, which is definitely something you want to look at. It's this heavy build right here. This is awesome. They got Washington, North Carolina, Colorado, Maryland, and Minneapolis. I drew it today, and I managed to snatch up Minneapolis, which is a ship I've been wanting to get for so long because she has a lot of in-game capability, and I'm sorely lacking on in-game capability ships. I mean, I'm starting in 10. I just blew away the first level of 10 today, and was able to clear out the first. I cleared out 1 star and 3 star. I was able to, defeat both 10s. They do, there's just a lot of damage. A lot of, definitely need to make sure you got some anti-air. So 10 and 11 are going to be a slugfest. I hear 12 is a little bit easier to handle when it comes to they don't do a lot of damage to your vanguard. So 12 is what I'm going to go for. I'm doing it. I'll be able to do it with my current fleets. So it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I did it this morning just on the first level, so I don't think I'll have a problem. Just going to be a little, have to do it manually in some cases. Auto's just not cut out for it. So, but yeah, I definitely wanted to do that. They've also got the new another archival stories up, Fallen Wings, if you want to get into that. If you want to do that, they put that up. Another thing that they've got is please don't forget about the special build here that's got Tehu still up if you're interested in her, because you definitely don't want to get she's a build only ship, so you want to make sure that you do come down with her. So the formation that I'm currently running, and this is the one I'm running 10 with. I got San Diego in center, and then I got Portland and Z23 on the wings. I'm probably going to change this Z23, while she does a ton of damage, she's just not very tanky. Portland seems to be doing okay. I kind of increased my anti-air a little bit too because I noticed that my back line's taking a little bit too much damage. So I'm going to have to increase my anti-air capability. So I'll probably have to do some gear rearrangement. But in the back line, I've got Enterprise, Saratoga, and Monarch. So it's not the strongest of the fleets. My strongest fleet is, of course, my HMS fleet, which I also use for my stuff. Even though it's the same fleet I use for PvP, but I've been using it as well. I'm using it in 10, and it seems to be fine. I've taken out the boss fleet, the boss on 10 with it twice. Didn't have any trouble. I didn't even get into the red on my health by the time I was finished with the level. So it seems to be doing pretty good. A lot of it has to do with Javelin in the center because I've really got her. Well, don't want to take her out. I've really got her stacked up with some pretty good weaponry. Got the high power torpedo on her. So I'm still lacking on my gear. My gear set's not the greatest. So I'm hoping that as I go through, I'm going to start focusing on getting these the high level guns and stuff, getting them leveled up to 10 because that's where I'm lacking. My skills are almost up to speed, but it's a lot harder than it should be. I think I'll be able to complete 10, but I'm really not sure about 11 because the damage is starting to catch up. I'm probably going to have to take out probably halfway through 10. I'm going to have to take out one of the and put in Akashi or Yuhu for Shuhu, not Yuhu. Shuhu, put her in, or maybe even throw Akashi into the fire there for a little bit of healing. But I've got healing ships, so it's not that big a deal. And we'll go for that. But yeah, so that's what I'm focusing on right now. I'm running the 1200 event for that, and I've got let's see, who do I got in there? I've got Intrepid, Akashi, Yukikaz, Hiryu, and Cooper, and London. I'm also working on London because London is good for PvP, so I'm decided to go ahead and start her journey up to 100 as well too. So got to look at some PvP, possibly some a little bit on the in-game PvP, and try some different things to see if they work. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to beat any. There's really not very many PvP fleets that can actually, there's. You're always going to get the QE backline fleet with Queen Elizabeth. That's pretty much the standard if you want to go with the QE line. And I chose to go with that simply because I was able to get the ships. All the ships that you need to build that are obtainable without having to worry about waiting for an event or trying to build. So that's why I went for it. But starting to get towards end game here. I'm going to start taking a look at some of the higher level fleets. But you need some of the rare ships that I'm hoping to get in 10. I want to get my hands on the Gato, and I think she drops somewhere in 10 as well too. So there's Nagato, and there's a few other ships, Centaur, and a few other ships that I want to try to get my hands on and see if I could possibly introduce them, maybe into another, see if I can come up with a fleet that can top my HMS fleet. But we'll see. It's a work in progress right now. I'm still using my HMS fleet and doing pretty good. So it's just one of the things you want to look at. You always want to try to increase your fleet, and get it up. On Clarity right now, I'm at Rear Admiral lower half. This next rank, I should be hitting that pretty soon. So I'm getting there. It takes time, just takes time, but it's doing good right now. Every day, just leveling up the ships, getting a little bit stronger, or leveling up their equipment. It takes time, to get all the books and stuff. Which is where I do things, and I'm still working on Monarch. I'm still quite away from getting her to the point where she's going to get her final star, because it takes 10 blueprints to go up a level. So I'm at 24, so I'm going to need 60, a little less than 60 more blueprints to get her to 30. Well, actually, no, they're tacking it up to 300. So, no, it's going to take a lot longer than that, actually. Um, it's going to be quite some time before I get that final star for her. But each time you go one level up, you get a little bit more firepower and stuff. So she's still definitely a top of the line ship, and with high explosive shells, she becomes much more of a danger. So we'll have to see. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that West Virginia is up in the core shop, and you've definitely got this new build that you might want to look into if you're missing any of these ships. Okay, because I was really happy. We'll take a look at Minneapolis here, and I'll show you her skills. She's not in the shop. In the dock here, she's down here towards the bottom. I also got Mikazuki as a drop when I was doing the 10 and storyline 10 today. And there's West Virginia. She's pretty cool looking. She's got the big 7. 20% chance to fire a special barrage. So, baseline. But it's nice that they actually do, have this representation of all the ships, even if she got damaged. She got damaged pretty good at Pearl Harbor. And we go up here to Minneapolis right here. She's got an excellent skill set, if you can see. So when this ship sinks an enemy, it increases the ship's firepower and reload, and these are dynamic, so they're going to go up, and that's for 12 seconds. And even though it doesn't stack, it can activate more. It cannot activate more than once, but it's when you sink additional enemies, will refresh its duration. So once you enact it, if you sink another ship before the 12 seconds is up, it'll refresh the duration back to 12 seconds. So if it's possible that you don't lose it, you can use it for the rest of the fight. So that's definitely going to be good for boss and mob fleets in higher levels. And then Dullahan, which is once per battle when the ship's HP falls below 30%, decreases the damage taken by 5 for the rest of the battle, and for 16 seconds decreases the speed by 2 and recovers 1 point of its max hit point every 3 seconds. So, and those two numbers are dynamic, of course. So she's going to be able to refresh her health, which will allow you to possibly get by without having to take up one of your slots with a healing ship, such as Akashi or Shu. So she's definitely got in-game. I've seen her in a lot of in-game fleets, and I was fortunate enough to get her. So definitely want to go ahead and start working on her as a possible, possible ship to add into one of the fleets that I'm using for in-game. But yeah, so that's a pretty good bull build up there. So you definitely want to focus on that. And I think it's rate up. Is it a rate up build? I think it's a rate up build. Yeah, it's a rate up. Rate up characters, Minneapolis. Okay, yeah, so these are all rate up characters, so that's good. So you definitely want to go in there. I don't have any of them actually. These must be ships that are only buildable, because I did not have any of these. I mean, I haven't finished 10, 11, or 12 or 13 yet, where they might drop, but otherwise I don't have any of these ships. So, but yeah, so this is definitely going to be something I'm going to focus on. I will be doing my morning builds from here. I've already got Yuka Kaz and Aurora, and I think I got Montpelier too, so I'm not too worried about this. Tehu is not, I'm not an IGN focus right now, so plus once I get Nagato, I'm going to start focusing on getting Kagi Nakaga. But yeah, so so this is definitely good. Definitely good rate up to do to get some of the ships that you need. So I would definitely focus on this for that. And since those are gone, and remember that the shops are up, so don't worry. We still got the 2 shops, but they both end on 15th and 15th. So if you want to get one of the TBM Avengers or any of that stuff in here, you're gonna have to do it before it runs out. So. All right, so that's all I wanted to do. Go ahead and give you an update on Azur Lane, let you know what's up. Got until the 15th, but there's this the blessing that's up. That's not it. The blessing that's up. This is my 10-1. I just did this today. I've already run it twice and did it. I managed to get the 1 and 3 stars. doing a lot of anti-air, so I'm definitely going to need to adjust my gear just a smidget because they didn't get killed or anything, but they one time Enterprise was I'd say she's probably down less than half, and so I'm definitely gonna have to increase my AA anti-air, get some sonar up there, not sonar, but some anti-air radar up, and we'll see if we can't take care of that, get rid of some of that damage. There should be some stuff. You should see some books and some sodas and a nice little hunk of oil in there in the mail because of the maintenance they did. Okay, so I just wanted to go ahead and leave you that, let you know, and I'm going to probably try some of these archive feats just to see how I can do. I know they're pretty high level, but I'll see if I can do some of them because I wanted to run through the storylines because I know the first one took place a while before I was actually involved in the game, so it'll be interesting to run through it and just see what it's about. So thanks a lot for watching. Go ahead and put a like on the video if you like it, and go ahead and click on the subscribe button if you'll be notified every time I drop a video. This is Ken Rear coming at you from the corner, signing out.